Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Surprise Thursday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be surprising you with the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars series Broly Dragon Ball Super version. Thank you for watching this video or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. And with all that said, let's get into it. Let's start our training with a look at the packaging. And nothing new for any of you that have watched my Dragon Star series reviews before. 4-and-up Bandai assortment numbers. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. Don't stick things in your French pie hole that don't belong there. Then on the top we have that nice chrome Dragon Star series with the black lightning or crackle effect, whatever you want to call it, that continues all over the packaging. Then on the front, Dragon Ball Super, nice big window with the chrome borders that goes around to the side, showcasing the figure and his extra hands, accessories, whatever. Then again in that chrome Dragon Star series Broly Dragon Ball Super version. On the bottom, Dragon Ball Super is more of that black energy lightning effect. And Dragon Ball Super on this side with artwork of Broly. And on this side, Dragon Ball Super, the piece of window, Broly Dragon Ball Super version. Then on the back, we have the cross sale with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Broly Dragon Ball Super version. Each sold separately, subject to availability. And all of that stuff. Series 19, Dragon Ball Super. Learn more at bandai.com/DragonStars. Dragon Stars series, or backslash, I guess I should say. And then here's small print, fine print, legalese print, toy animation print, a barcode, Bandai print, assortment number again, and Funimation print. That, my friends, completes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories and handy dandy tweezers. And let's take a look at the hands. And it's that classic splayed finger clawing energy blasting hand style, not necessarily size. This is a little bit bigger than what we usually see, but the style of hand that we get with these Dragon Star series figures a lot. There you go. He's got some fingernails and a decent, it's a decent enough hand. And there I go, bump the camera again. There we go. Also on the figure, you'll notice his control band. I guess that's what it's called. I don't remember. And it is a separate piece on there, and it does kind of get aggravating trying to adjust that dang thing. So there is that. Now as far as the sculpt and the paint goes, look at those eyes. I mean, he's just ready to go Super Saiyan ass buster on you. And I will say the paint on the teeth on mine looks like it didn't get applied good, on the upper teeth anyway. Or it's chipped off in the packaging, or it was just really sloppily applied, which could be the case because it looks like he's got teeth on the back of his tongue also. But the sculpt is nice and the paint job is okay. It's not horrible. I've seen stuff with worse paint than this. And then the rest of it, you know, it's all colors. This is a separate piece, and it looks like it would come off, but it's attached together somehow or pegged into place somehow. I'm not sure. And I think if you pull this off, then it's going to leave this ugly gap around the waist, is what I gather from looking at it up close. You see it, you know, it does separate like it goes on there, but like I said, looks like if you take it off, it's going to leave an ugly gap there at the waist. Nice shoulder pads, nice paint all around, I think, which we usually get with this series, and they, you know, they're usually pretty good about getting it on the back too, where it needs to go. Let's talk about his articulation. He doesn't really look up. He can look down that far with a combination of a dumbbell joint in the head and neck and the fact that there appears to be a ball joint at the bottom of the neck. So that will give him a little bit of chicken neck, but not much. He will do the full exorcist, but once you do that, his neck will get out of line. So I'll have to fix that later. Or maybe now, I don't know. Nah, I'll fix that later. So you can see it. It will do the full exorcist. Now, an interesting piece I found while I was messing around with this figure is the fact that these shoulder pieces are on a hinge. And you can pop them off if you want. It's not really a ball joint. I'm not sure what you would call that type, but it's a hinge piece, so it will hinge back, and you can see there's a little slot right there, and there's a piece of a peg in there, and it doesn't really clip in and hold, but it's there, so it will get out of the way of some of the articulation if you need it to. Now, he's on that like dumbbell joint in the shoulder, so it'll go up some, it'll go down, and it has butterfly. And if this wasn't in the way, it would do the full 360. Well, even with that in the way, you can move it out a little bit and it'll do full 360. And as far as the range up, it will go that far. So I don't know why this really has that where it pops out of the way. It's not really necessary. And he has a cut here at the upper bicep for another 360 degree rotation. Double hinged pinned elbow. And let's see if I can get the full range out of it. Looks like that is the full extent of the range of motion bend for the elbow, which is approximately 90 degrees. So that's not great for a double hinged elbow on a figure. Then, you know, we have that ball joint at the wrist, and it will do a full 360 degree rotation, and you know, it'll go in and out, or you can adjust it and make it go up and down, or you know, however you need to do it. And this is exactly the same here on this other side. Now he's got it's either a ball joint, feels more like a ball joint here at the waist, so it gives him all kinds of hula Elvis going on there, and he can bend back that far, and he can crunch forward that far, and it does give him a full 360 degrees of rotation. Now this, maybe this is why it's split, so you can pop his leg off when you're trying to do the splits. So, not really. And sometimes these things don't like to go back in there like they're supposed to. So with with his animal pelt here, he'll give you that much of the splits, and it does open it up a little bit when you get even that much. He does have pull down hinge at the hips, and it doesn't want to do it right now. It doesn't want to go up and down. I don't know why. There it goes. So Got it pulled down there so you can see it there. And then that will allow it to rotate there at the hip joint, but not in the upper thigh range. Double hinged pinless knee, but I forgot to see he can kick forward that far and back that far, and that's with the drop down hinge engaged in the down mode. With this kilt thing on, you can get that much bend out of the double hinged pinned knee. And then nothing at the upper shin, and then he's got that ball joint at the ankles, and it'll tilt down that far and it'll tilt up that far, and you get a little bit of, you know, oh Lord, I done lost my train of thought. Not tilt, rocker. You get a little bit of rocker there going on. I would prefer these pins to be more forward facing, so you got a little bit of rocker action out of that joint, but it's not, so that's it. And you can make an angry pose with this guy, and that's probably going to be about it. So there it is, my friends, a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have Broly with the Dragon Star Series Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and the Dragon Star Series Super Saiyan Blue Goku. And he is a little bigger than the other two, which he should be, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. He seems like he might be a little on the small side, but I may be thinking more of when he powers up. And here's Dragon Star's Broly with the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Full Power Son Goku and the Dragon Star Series Lord Beerus. Here's Broly with Dragon Star's Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta and Dragon Star's Piccolo. Here's Broly with Dragon Star's Golden Frieza and Gotenks. Dragon Star's Gotenks, that is. Here's Broly with Dragon Star's Perfect Cell and Dragon Star's Final Form Cooler. Let's see how Broly compares up with some other lines. And making his cameo appearance from the Marvel Legends series, we have Stan the Man Lee. And from Star Wars The Black Series, we have the 501st Legion Clone Trooper, the Archive Edition. 501st Legion Clone Trooper, that is. For our final comparison, we have Brawly with the Hasbro Pulse exclusive G.I. Joe Classified Series Regal variant Cobra Commander, and for a 7-inch comparison from McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, we have 3 Jokers, the Joker, the Clown. For final thoughts on the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star series Brawly Dragon Ball Super version, I have to say it's a nice figure. The articulating shoulder pads was a little bit of a surprise. I'm wondering if this is going to be the base body that Nappa comes on when they get around to releasing him. I really hope not, because I always thought Nappa was a little bit bigger than this. Of course, I always thought Brawly was a little bit bigger than this, but again, I may be thinking about his more powered up forms. But overall, I mean, he's a decent figure. A good entry in the Dragon Star series line. Now they just have to do a bigger one as Super Saiyan. The legendary Super Saiyan. But again, overall, you know, he's a pretty good figure. And, you know, if you don't want to pay the extra amounts for a more premium figure, then this is the way to go. That does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.